Hello and welcome.
Yes, hello everybody.
Today's topic is, who will I be if I change my memories?
Yes, indeed. So who will you be? You can be anything you want.
To be
No,
or not? Oh.
no. That's true. So before we start, I'd like to give a special mention to the new penguins in the family. You can see behind us, there's a mummy penguin and a baby penguin.
I think it's a daddy penguin.
Oh, well, Julie said she's with her mom. Anyway, let's not spend our time on that. So actually, I've just thought of something. So these beautiful penguins were given to me for my birthday by my sister-in-law, Julie Remmert. And I've just thought of something we should do is, I would love to request, you don't know I'm going to do this, but I would love to request name suggestions for the penguins. You decide if they're male or female.
Very good.
And if you've got any suggestions, send them in to us.
Name the penguins.
Name the penguins. Yes. All right. So let's start with our topic. So,
okay. And this topic, where did this topic come from?
Oh, yes. So someone wrote to us recently suggesting this topic for a video. So thank you again, Jerry.
Shout out to Jerry. Thanks.
And yeah, so let's answer it.
Okay. So I will. I'll take the role of those asking the questions.
All right.
So I changed my memories. Who am I going to be?
Yes. So it's a very good question, and it is. The fact of it is, you'll still be you, just without the stuff you don't want. Now, having said that, it's a good question because you're right. You won't be the same. So. You know who we are. Our identity is based on and supported by childhood memories. That's how we learn who we are and how the world works and how we are in the world. So the point is, if you're happy with who you are and you're happy with the results you're getting in life, then of course don't change them. That's you get to, you can stay the same. It's entirely up to you who you become. And so, I mean, obviously, the essence of you will still be you, but what you're changing is you're changing the programs. You're not changing yourself as such. The person that, the whatever you believe in is inside your body. You're changing the programs that are running the show. So, for example, if you decide what you want to be, who you want to be, and then you change the memories accordingly. So if you want to be more confident, then you change the childhood memories that are supporting the lack of confidence, and then you'll be you with more confidence. And so you can change your whole childhood to represent what you want to be, who you want to be, and what the results you want in your life. So if you are struggling financially, then you change the memories that support that, and you'll develop a more wealthy mindset, different skills for dealing with money and finances, make different decisions, and so on. So it's not like you kind of become hypnotized and change your personality completely.
Yeah, but when I hear this question, and I know that we didn't really discuss this too much ahead of time, but when I hear this question, it may be my own filters, and maybe I've had that question before, but I think there's a little inherent fear in the question or something. There's just like there's a sense of fear, like if I change my memories, there's a sense of I don't know who I'm going to be.
You'll be who you want to be.
But what if I don't know who I want to be?
The thing is that if you're wanting to change stuff in your life, you already know you don't want what you've got, right? So if you are looking at this, you're watching this video because you want to change something, you know what you don't want, right? So you take it from there. I don't want this. So what do you want? Well, I want the opposite of this, which is that. and then you change the memories that are supporting what you currently have to support what you do want.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So people say, oh, be yourself. Well, who are you? Who is the self? Who are you? So you can be, by being yourself, what you are is a collection of programs. Being yourself is being that collection of whatever programs are there. I'm anxious. I believe that I'm not worthy. I laugh easily, and I'm scared of spiders. Those are all a collection of programs.
Okay.
So as you change the childhood memories, then you become you with different programs, more supportive, more empowering, more fun programs.
And all of those childhood memories, and not only the childhood memories, but the family systems that we grew up in,
yes, had
something to do with this collection of stuff that we call self.
Right. Oh, absolutely. It's everything.
So memory, we obviously have memories of, things that we are actually interacting in, but a memory is also growing up in this family system, which developed, so if you think about the fact that we all enter the planet, or we all come to the planet basically as blank slates, it's the self is dependent upon where the family system, the culture, whatever that I grew up in, along with all the experiences that I had within that culture and that.
Right.
So I am who, what I've experienced. I am what I've grown up through.
A product of, yes.
My belief system, my thought patterns.
Yeah. And sorry, I wanted to add another thing, is that you don't have to change anything you don't want to change. You're the boss of you, so you decide what you want, what you don't want. So for example, you don't have to change your everything. So you could let's say you grew up in a family where there was a lot of arguments and fighting, and maybe struggling for money, but you all had some great laughs together as well. You had some lovely traditions that you used to do. You would all go out on a Sunday to some keep the good stuff and just change only the bad stuff. Don't be changing the good stuff. So you keep what's beneficial for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna pop in with a question from Robert. And good morning. A shout out to Robert. I have found that many people want to have an accurate, in quotation marks, record of the past. They feel it's wrong to fake their history.
Oh, very good point and good question.
And I think that we were kind of arm wrestling with that question earlier.
Yes. So and again, that's entirely up to you. So I think the biggest point I want to make in this video is that you get to decide. You are the boss of you. So you decide what you want to end up with and what you change in order to end up with that. So you can absolutely keep an accurate record of the past. You will continue to get the results you're getting now, and that's also okay. If you want to change what you're getting now, then you need to change the past. That's like saying, I'm listening, there's country music playing. I want to listen to rock, but, there's country music playing. So, you can either continue to listen to it or you can change it to rock. And the idea of keeping an accurate past, it's not like you are brainwashing yourself, right? Or it's not like you'll never know what really happened.
Right.
Your conscious mind will always know what really happened. So if ever you had to stand up in court and give evidence, or you were going to write a book, or you were filling in a form, your conscious mind knows what really actually happened. What you're doing is you're changing it in your subconscious, which is like watching a movie. So your conscious mind can know it's a movie, while your subconscious creates a reaction in your brain and body, believing that it's real.
Darla throws in,
that answers that question.
Has a question, or not a question, but a comment. I wish I could be better at inventing a fake past.
Oh, yeah. Well, let us help you with that. We love doing that, and we're really good at it. And here's the thing, Darla, is the more you do it, the easier it gets. So it can be tricky to begin with because you kind of limit yourself to what what you've had all along. But as you change memories and as you start spreading your wings in in what's possible, and remembering, like we always say, there's no limit to the budget and there's no limit to the special effects inside your mind. So the more you do it, the easier it gets,
yeah, I think for me, the more I do it, more I get to tap into that energy and that creativity and imagination that we all had, or many of us had, probably we all had as kids. But life experiences, adults, teachers, institutions beat it out of us, but how many hours a day did we spend, creating these imaginary worlds in our minds and living in these imaginary worlds.
Yeah.
So, it's going back and being able to tap into that kind of energy and that kind of practice of doing that.
And the freedom of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the main thing to keep reminding yourself is there are no memory police. You get to decide what. So when in doubt, just think, if I could wave a magic wand, what would I want? What would I have wanted at that time? So when I was 8, if I could have waved a magic wand when I was 8, what would I want? A pony, a celebrity to visit. You can literally do anything you want. Fictional characters, cartoons. I know you use a lot of cartoons in yours. So it's limitless, literally limitless.
Yeah. And I think about the amount of time that I've spent working with affirmations. And there were a lot of times when that I was faking those affirmations too, but somehow there was a sense of like, in maybe my own brain or whatever, my own filters, that it's okay to fake an affirmation, but it's not okay to fake my past or my or my history. Yeah. So there's probably some sort of a program going on there that says it's not safe to fake your past. Yeah.
And I wanted to share something that happened to me yesterday as well, just on this topic of it becoming easier. I went to a dental hygienist yesterday, and the scrapey things, those metal scraping things that they scrape on your teeth, and the metal water drill thing, water pick, I think they call it. And I have a thing, and metal on your teeth just feels like really.
You could be hurt. You could be really hurting a lot of people right now.
But here's the thing, and so you kind of, I was tapping in my head, and I was calm before I went. But at the same time, I could feel the tension in my body as just wishing for it to be over, and just But what I did was, while she was doing it, I thought, I decided to choose to imagine that it wasn't metal, it was plastic. And the most incredible thing is that it worked like that. I knew it was metal, obviously. I was there. I knew, the sound, apart from anything else, is clearly metal. But in my mind, I just imagined, and it wasn't even visual. I just knew that it was, I just decided it was plastic. I decided it was plastic. And I immediately felt a change physiologically. My heart rate came down. I felt my muscles relax without me even trying. And that wouldn't have worked like that a while ago. A few years ago, that definitely wouldn't have worked. But it's because I've changed so many memories now that my subconscious is used to it, and it just accepts in the moment instantly. It was amazing.
So a couple of things, and I think that piggyback right on that. Darla says, should I write it down? ? Is that what you do, Steve? How do I reiterate it so that it's settled in my subconscious? I want it sealed there for good. And I would say it's writing it down. It depends on how your brain
We usually
process
do recommend to
information.
write it down, and I know with Robert Smith, who created FasterEFT, in his training, he recommends having what they call a happy journal. So it's just a book, a notebook where you write happy memories, and this is to remind you, because when you're in the throes of something happening, something challenging happening, there's a tendency to think, well, I've got no happy memories. I've never been happy in my life. And so you write your happy memories in this journal, and then you can read it whenever read it regularly to keep reminding yourself, number one. And number two, write the new memories in that journal. So when you change a memory, write that in that journal and practice it. What's going to writing it down is good, but what's going to make the difference is practicing it, playing that new memory over and over. That's the way to just, because bearing in mind, this is not sort of esoteric or anything. Every time you replay that new memory, you are making a physical connection in your brain. You are strengthening that neural network.
Yeah. Elizabeth says, I can see through your teachings how much I stay in alignment with my past. I have so much resistance. Thanks for your awareness and seeing how persistence is important.
You're very welcome. Yeah.
And
keep going. And you'll hit a tipping point. As you change the memories, it gets easier and easier, and you'll hit a tipping point where it just becomes, it's downhill from then on, downhill in a good way. I mean,
Yeah, I hope that helps, Darla. It's just repracticing, continuing to rehearse. And I know that I'm just going to paraphrase here. I look at both of you and think you both have it all together, but you still have daily issues like the demon dentist.
So I mean, and we have it together now, but we didn't. Both of us have had, pretty hectic stuff. And the difference, I know certainly for me, was that I was really, really stubborn, and I was really, really fed up. I got to the point where I was so fed up with the drama and the struggle and the, everything that went along with that and the suffering, that I got militant and just went, that's it. I'm not doing anything else. And I focused, I prioritized. And that's what I advise to anybody who wants to change anything. Prioritize changing your childhood memories, because that affects everything else.
And I think that, one of the things that we were kind of discussing related to this issue when we were thinking about, changing up who you are, who you want to be, who you want to become, if you recognize that the subconscious is doing its best to protect you, it's doing its best to keep you in alignment with those original programs, that and belief. That belief system that you were born into, that you created through all of those memories. So if I have an early childhood belief or a family cultural belief that we're not supposed to, that we came from a family that didn't have much money. And it's, that's just who we are, and we're kind of victims. The world's out to get us. And somebody's always going to be taking it from me. I mean, these are, I'm just kind of pulling some from the air right now, but if that's kind of the family system that you're grown up in, then your subconscious is trying to hold you in alignment with your tribe. And
your parents may have been really lovely to you, very loving and everything, but if that's the underlying belief that you grew up in.
So you could have have a really great childhood. And there, and people have said, but I don't have anything to change. I don't want to change my childhood. But there's still things there that are impacting who you are becoming. The culture. So taking a look outside of that, how did I grow up? What did I see? Who did I see? All of those things impact
what did I hear?
Their memories. And it can also be movies and media and things like that have shaped, who we are. But I was just gonna throw in there and mention, as we are changing those childhood memories, we're also now kind of talking about rewriting rewriting parents' childhoods and
Yes.
things like that.
Culture
So do we want to talk about
yeah.
that for just a minute?
Well, yes. So one of the things I want to add is that decide what you want now. What is it you want to change? I want to be healthier.
Yeah.
I want to be wealthier. I want to be happier, more peaceful. I want to be a, rock climber. Whatever it is you want to do, or a successful speaker, whatever it is you want to do, recognize decide what you want to do and be now, and then go back and change your parents to be exactly that in your childhood. So change your childhood memories so that your parents were successful rock climbers who spoke and were healthy, wealthy, and happy and peaceful and whatever, and had a loving relationship. And that, because then you're changing what your subconscious is referring to as, like you were saying, keeping you as the norm, as safe, and keeping you in alignment with that. I'm aware of the time, and I wanted to share that link to
very good, yeah.
So I've written a new article that is kind of more scientific. I spent a lot of time on this and did a lot of research into the brain and memories and all of that sort of stuff. And so this is an article I've just published today. And Steve is posting the link right now, and it has references to the original studies, the science behind what we do. And and it would be great if you would share that article if you like it. If you like it, and and share it and comment and ask questions, and that it helps to get the word out about this, because very few people know about this yet. And Steve published a fantastic video on our YouTube channel. If you haven't seen it yet, go to our YouTube channel, which Steve will give you the link for now, and watch it. It is, what's it called again? How the Subconscious Mind Works. And it's one of those fantastic drawing ones that he does. It's only 7 minutes, I think, so it's well worth watching. I think it's fantastic. And again, please share it with people, because it'll help other people understand what we already know. Very good. Is that it? And FasterEFT Fridays, Steve has just posted the link to that.
Link for that.
And exciting stuff.
How about the Tuesday meetup group?
Oh, and Tuesday meetup group. Yes. So Steve is posting that link as well now. All right. So we hope to see you all soon. And
I think, I was just going to do a quick check. But I think that covers questions. Darla, can't open or copy link. Is it on your blog?
Yes, it is. It's in the oh no, you mean the link to the to the article? I'll post it again, and it should be, it looks like it's working from here, but if I'll repost it again.
It'll be on Facebook too, so.
And it's on my Facebook page. I posted it this morning. Yeah.
All right.
Thanks very much. See you all soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.